You know that very powerful story of that man. He was a young man and he used to swear at his mom. He used to disrespect his mother and beat her up. There are young lads like this today who swear at their mothers. You know, shall I tell you how? Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam said, when you swear at someone else's mother, you are swearing at your own mother. How many times do we swear at our friends? But in reality, we are swearing at our own. This man, this young boy used to swear at his parents, his mother especially. He used to disrespect her. He was on his deathbed, and guess who was sat next to him? Not his boys, not his friends. Al-akhillau yawma idhin ba'duhum li ba'din adu. Illal. Allahu Akbar. Al-akhillau. Akhilla is jama of the word khalil. Al-akhillau, friends. Yawma idhin, on the day of Qiyamah, ba'duhum li ba'din adu. Allah said some of them will be enemies of others. Friends will be enemies of friends. Boys will be enemies of boys on that day. You know those mans that make you get stoned and high and drink and get drunk in nightclubs, and they say drink, drink, drink. On that day, that man, today he's your boy, tomorrow he's your enemy. He's your enemy on that day. He ain't no friend to you on that day. Al-akhillau yawma idhin ba'duhum li ba'din adu illa. Allahu Akbar. Allah said on that day, those who fear Allah, muttaqeen, they will not be your enemy, they will be your friends on that day. Hold on to Allah's friends. Hold on to the pious men here. Sit with them. They will be your friends on the day of judgment. Not these so-called gangsters that you chill with and you spend your time with, and your mother tells you don't chill with him, he's no good. Not them. They ain't going to help you on the day of judgment. Al-akhillau yawma idhin ba'duhum li ba'din adu illa al-muttaqeen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said this in the Quran. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam said, الرجل على دين خليله فلينظر أحدكم من يخالل. A person is on the religion of his friend. He's on the way, deen, tariq. He is on the way of his friend. Whoever you are friend with, that is the way of that. Whoever's your friend, فلينظر أحدكم من يخالل. Be careful who you make friends with. Be very careful. This young man, he used to swear at his mother, disrespect her. He thought he was bad. In the time of the Prophet ﷺ, his mother was there with him, nobody else was. And the mother said, my son, read the kalima. Read the kalima. He stuttered. He struggled to recite La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. He struggled. He would choke and it wouldn't come out. She went to the Prophet ﷺ and said, Ya Rasulullah, my son is on his deathbed and he is struggling to read the kalima. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam sent some Sahaba and said, go and you read, he will read after you. Those couple of Sahaba went, they read the kalima and he struggled. He couldn't read the kalima. It was stuck. They went back and said, Ya Rasulullah, he is struggling to read the kalima. The Prophet ﷺ called the mother and said, tell me, how was your son? How did he live his life? See, a mother would always cover the sins of the son. Mawriyani aadat hai. सही गल है ना मां प्यो ना ये कम है कि बच्चे ने ऐबां पर पर्दा पाओ ये जलील ना हो जान किसी ने पिंजरे विच ना फसी जान कोई कब्जे विच ना हो जान खैर mother said my son used to read the salah he was good. I said okay. He said to the Sahaba, go ask him again, he will maybe read. He didn't read the kalima. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam said, tell me the truth, how was your son really? And she cried. This mother started crying and said, Ya Rasulullah, my son used to swear at me, disrespect me. My son was very bad to me. He used to beat me up. The Prophet ﷺ said to the Sahaba, gather wood, we will burn him alive. How dare he disrespect his mother? She started crying and said, Ya Rasulullah, don't punish him. The Prophet ﷺ said, if you forgive him, then Allah will forgive him. She said, Ya Rasulullah, by Allah, I have forgiven my son for whatever he did to me. As soon as she said this, he read the kalima and passed away. Imam Fakhruddin Razi writes in his Tafsir al-Kabir, Imam Razi rahmatullah alayhi said, Allahu Akbar. This is the mercy that a mother has for her child, that she cannot bear her child to be punished. Imagine the mercy of Allah, which is 70 times greater than the mercy of your mothers.